Obsession is more than simply thinking about something a lot. It happens when a person, idea, goal, or relationship begins occupying so much mental space that it becomes difficult to focus on anything else. Thoughts may return repeatedly, even when the person consciously wants to move on. What makes obsession powerful is the cycle behind it. A thought creates emotion, the emotion demands attention, and attention makes the thought feel even more important. Over time, the mind can begin treating one subject as if it deserves constant monitoring. Number 1. Attention can become locked onto one subject. Obsession often begins when the brain repeatedly returns to the same person, problem, or goal. Each return strengthens its importance, making other areas of life feel less interesting. Number 2. Uncertainty can intensify the fixation. Not knowing where something stands can keep the mind searching for answers. Uncertainty creates an open mental loop, encouraging repeated analysis because the brain wants a definite conclusion. Number 3. Intermittent rewards can make attachment stronger. When attention, affection, success, or reassurance appears unpredictably, the occasional reward can become especially powerful. The person may keep checking, waiting, or pursuing because they never know when the next rewarding moment will arrive. Number 4. Fantasy can become more powerful than reality. Sometimes obsession grows around an imagined version of a person or future. The mind fills in missing details, creates ideal scenarios, and gradually becomes attached to a possibility rather than what actually exists. Number 5. Repetition can strengthen emotional associations. The more often someone thinks about the same subject, the more familiar the emotional pathway becomes. A song, location, message, photograph, or routine can quickly trigger the entire chain of thoughts again. Number 6. Obsession can create a false sense of control. Constantly checking information may feel productive, but it does not necessarily create certainty. Monitoring someone's activity, replaying conversations, or analyzing every detail can temporarily reduce anxiety while keeping the fixation alive. Number 7. Emotional intensity can be mistaken for importance. Strong feelings can make something seem more meaningful than it actually is. Because obsession produces powerful emotional reactions, a person may interpret that intensity as proof that the subject must be uniquely important. Number 8. The mind can turn small details into evidence. Once someone becomes highly focused on a subject, ordinary events can start feeling significant. A short message, delayed response, facial expression, or coincidence may receive far more attention than it deserves. Number 9. Obsession can shrink a person's world. When one thought dominates attention, hobbies, friendships, work, and personal goals can gradually receive less energy. Life becomes organized around the fixation instead of the person's broader identity. Number 10. Breaking the cycle requires redirecting attention. The goal is not to force every unwanted thought to disappear. Instead, healthier recovery involves noticing the thought without automatically feeding it, reducing repetitive checking, rebuilding daily routines, and investing attention in relationships, goals, and experiences outside the obsession. Obsession becomes powerful when attention repeatedly returns to the same emotional target until that target feels impossible to ignore. But attention is not the same as destiny. A thought can be intense without being important, and uncertainty does not always require another search for an answer. When you stop feeding the cycle and begin expanding your world again, the subject that once occupied your entire mind can gradually become just one part of your life, not the center of it.